Hi everyone, today I'll show you how you can make a sock for kids. So this is size 21 to 22, so for pretty little kids. And yeah, for today I chose the wool from Hat Not Fine 133. It's 50% wool and 50% acrylic, and you can wash it on 40 degrees Celsius. The length that we have today is 133 meters per each 50 grams. I will be using my 3.5 millimeter needle for today's project. So let's start by doing just a regular ring. And into the ring go 6 sock stitches. So we go through and take the thread to the other side, then do another chain for the height, then again through with the thread and do a chain through the first stitch, take the thread and close off both stitches together. And again through with the thread through and do a chain and close up the two together. Take the thread, a chain, and close off both chains. And that's how you do it. One, two, three, four. And last one. Pull the ring tight, but don't close it up because we will be working in spirals this time. So just go through the first stitch as if you would usually. Go through and pull the thread out. Do a chain and again close both stitches up. Again through the same stitch and again a sock stitch. And now we did 2 stitches into the first stitch, and we are simply now doubling our spiral, so no rounds this time, just spirals, and we will do this 5 more times, but each time doubled. Two, so now we have 3 times 2 stitches, four times 2, and last time. 6 times 2 stitches if you would like. We could even do a contrasting color between the first and last stitch in order to always know when a spiral ends or begins. So now in the following spiral I will be doing 1 stitch with 1 new one and then 1 stitch with 2 new ones. So basically we are adding a new stitch into every other spot that we do. So 1 stitch and into the next go 2 and just repeat. 1 stitch and then 2, and again. We are ending with 1 and 2. So now we have 18 stitches in the spiral. Here is our white thread. And now in the next round we are doing 2 times 1 and third time 2 stitches. And that we do 6 times total. So 1 time 1 stitch, second time again 1 stitch, third time 2 stitches, and then repeat, and that's it. So 1 1 2 1 1 2, and that's your 6 stitches per spiral round. So once 1, second time 1, third time 2, and keep repeating. First 1, second 1, third 2. Now we have a total of 24 stitches in our spiral. And now we are ready to do the long part of our sock. So if we look here, we will now do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spirals without adding anything. So just 1 stitch per 1 stitch of the last row, no doubles this time. Basically, what you are looking for would be a specific length, since we are doing one size, the 21 or 22, so that would be 8 centimeters. And then we do the heel part. Here are my 7 spirals without additions. So let's count together. So here you see where I finished the additions in my 4th round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then start the 7 rounds without any additions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we are doing additions for the heel, so that's where we expand just a bit, and I have here 24 stitches total. We can now again start with our contrasting thread as a mark for our beginning. So let's get started. We are doing just a regular sock stitch first. And now we do 2 stitches into the same spot. And then 9 single stitches, so no additions. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then double stitch or the addition, 1 single one, and another time a double stitch, and 9 times 1 stitch again. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we end with once a double sock stitch into the same spot. So we added 4 stitches, which means we have 28 stitches. And now let's repeat the same by starting with 1 stitch after the mark. Two, and we aren't doing 9 but 11 this time because we added in the last row. Since we added 2 on both sides, 9 plus 2 is 11, so that's how we get the number. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. 10, 11, and into the following stitch go 2, then 1, and again 2, and 11 single stitches. Three, 5, 7, 9, 11, and end with 2 stitches in one spot. And now, since I added 4 again, we have now 32 stitches, and I will do one more with additions. So one single one we do here, and then doubled, and then where I had 9 and then 11, now we have 13 following the same logic. So now add 1 on the other side, 1 single, and again 2, and then again 13 until I reach the last stitch, where I again do doubled stitches. So we are going to have 36 stitches. Here we are. Now let's start with the heel part. So we are doing 12 stitches for it between the additions. So that means that we have 33 stitches, and the half would be 18. And when I do 12 stitches in between, I get left and right 3 stitches. Start here with 3 stitches, 3 single ones. And now we start the heel, 12 single crochets. I'll do 11 for now. Just regular single crochets now. Ten, 11, and now close off with the next stitch like this, through with the thread and go into the next stitch, pull through and close up all 3 loops together. Then you need to turn your work, and again do the 11 single stitches by just going through here. 6, 10 and 11, and the 12th we again do together with the following one. Close up all 3 loops and turn. And again go through and do 11 single crochets. 5, 8, 11, and 12 you do into the first free stitch you see, so in this one, through and take the thread, again close up, and then just simply start the 11 stitches to the other side. Nine, 12th, again as before, take the thread and find the first 3 stitch and close up the 3 loops, and again do the 11 single crochets. And this is how we are doing the heel part, so always use the one free one at each end. That's how you automatically get the heel shape as well. So this is one of the simplest way to do it. Plus we are now lessening our additions we did at the beginning of our heel. And our goal for now is to get the 24 stitches that we had before we started the heel part, so the basic 24 we had. And into the last one. Turn and repeat. And that way we do 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 rows. So you can easily see here, first one, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am done with my 10th row, so we can now actually see the shape and how the lessening worked. So let's now count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So 14 we have, and we can now end our heel part. Let's do one more row with the 11 singles. As we did before, nothing new. And for the stitch 12 we start as usual. Go into the next free one on the side, go through, Here, do another chain and close all 3 loops together. Now let's do the following 12 stitches, just 1 stitch per each one of the last round. We are now again starting our spirals. Seven, 10, 12, and now we have one that is still free. So let's go through and take the thread and go into the first stitch of the heel. Take the thread through and again close up all 3 stitches. And here are my 24 stitches, and we can continue our spirals. I'll show you one more round. Here you can simply continue. Here on the other side, we simply continue, so nothing special now, just noticing the end of a spiral. And this is how we get the sock shape you see here. You can do it as long as you want or need, but I will show you after the finished heel. I have here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spirals and still in sock stitches. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spirals. Now let's end with pink and do one more row with white. So I'll do into the next stitch just 1 single crochet and then 1 slip stitch. Cut off and pull out. So I have a straight edge, although I worked in spirals. Now the white rim. We are starting on the back midsection through and doing a chain. Through the same spot, 1 single crochet, and from there on just continue with 1 single crochet per each stitch. Here we can work in the thread itself so that we don't need to weave in. So those who know my channel and my videos from before know that I always try to avoid weaving in at the end, and the easiest way to do so is to work it in as you are finishing. End of our round, go through the first single and do a slip stitch. Now we are doing crab stitches, called this way because they go in the opposite direction. So let's go into the previous stitch and do a slip stitch. Always back into the stitch and do a single crochet. And that's our last round. If you liked the video, feel free to shoot a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. That way I know I did a good job. By subscribing, you can always stay updated with everything new that I post, and you can also access the older videos I already posted to see what we have done so far. Also, we are very open to feedback and love hearing back from you. So if you have anything to share, or maybe a question or a wish for a future project, feel free to post that in the comment section below the video. So feel free to post any feedback. If you maybe tried this one, let me know if you found it difficult or rather easy. That way I know if I need to adjust for the future. Cut off the thread, push to the inside and pull. And that is our little kid sock. So thanks for watching, Veronika Hug. I'll see you in our next video. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye!